So I want to bring us back to what our objective was when we started this week, and I'm so excited to see what you've been doing with your Fab 5 when I look at your switchboards and hear you talk about it. But just to remind us that our job is to recount stories, and when we recount, we're thinking about almost like that conveyor belt, right? We're thinking about that conveyor belt where it throws and then it drops it, right? A conveyor, right, allows things to carry it and then bring it to a place. So we're working on, can we determine a central message, and can we explain how it's conveyed through key details? And I'm so impressed by what you've been doing with your Fab 5, and that's what we have on the side to remind us what we look for. Will you do the motions with me? Who? Once, but, so, then. And what I've been noticing, talking with your teacher and looking at your switchboards, is that you are getting really strong at the who, once, but, so, and I'll agree with you, sometimes it's hard to find the then. Because that's the part the author doesn't always tell you, right? Those are the things we have to read between the lines and say, what could I really learn from this story, or what does the character really learn? I remember one of your classmates was reading about a big bad wolf, I believe it was, right? Bunny, thank you. A big bad bunny, and we got what it was about, right? He was stealing from everybody, but it was hard at the end to say, well, what do we really learn? And through talk, we learned that, well, then he learns that it's best not to take from others, best not to steal, not to take from others, but to share in the wealth. What you see on your switchboard today, okay, if you look at the side, okay, I call them bumper stickers. Okay, if you look at the side that has the bumper stickers, can you borrow yours? Okay, it looks like this. I put these on the back because these are what we could think about as lessons learned. Right? These are things you might even see on the back of someone's car, but they're just those things that say, this is what we could learn, or this is what I believe. Take a minute to look through those. So one of them says, the third one, believe in yourself. Right? That could be a central message. That maybe the book is saying, believe in yourself, believe in what you can do. Right? What does the last one say? Someone read it out for us? Okay. Speak
your mind, even if your voice shakes.
Okay, all together.
Speak your mind, even if your voice shakes.
Yeah, speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. Again, it courage, right? Speak your mind. Right? That last one, speak your mind, even if it's something that might be scary for you. So thinking about your traits of a learner, thinking about being open-minded. Open-minded could be a central idea. An inquirer, being caring, or even thinking about your trait that you're focusing on this month of being a thinker. Right? If you're a thinker, I solve problems and make good decisions. I think about my work. That could be a central message. So today when you're writing your stories, I want to challenge you to say, are you thinking about that central message, that lesson, right? That heart piece, that then at the end. Because what we want to be able to do is take a look at the stories you're writing and do the Fab 5. We want to say, who or what is it about? What do they want or need? What might get in the way? Then what happens? And then what can we learn at the end? So whether you tell us at the end what your message is, or whether we have to infer with your details, when we read the books you're writing, we want to see that come through. Quickly flip to the other side, and on the other side of your switchboard, you'll see we might call them emojis, right? You may see some faces, and underneath are some descriptions. Because we also want to see you putting some of those character traits or those emotions into your stories. And that's how your reader will get to the idea of, then this is what I should learn. You also have your IB learner profile traits at the bottom too. To remind you that as you're writing, maybe you want one of your characters to be an inquirer. Maybe you want one of your characters to be caring. Maybe you want one of your characters to be sneaky, right? Or knowledgeable. So these are there so that when you're writing, your stories today, or when you're reading, you can keep your eyes out for this piece, because our job is, can we recount or retell stories, but especially, can we look for that central message, that heart piece, okay? So today during your first rotation, we'd love to see you keep working on your book for about 15 minutes, okay? And then we'll call you back, and we want you to bring your book back with you, and we'll be asking you, can you sit next to someone, and if you have a character in your book, can that other person read what you have so far? Certainly the book's not done yet, right? But read what you have so far and say, I think this character is sneaky. Or I think this character is bossy. Or silly. Or caring. Or brave. Or mean. Absolutely. Okay. So we're going to look for you to keep working on your book.